Adoa TV, bringing good things to life.
It's 1800 GMT, 10 days in the Heritage Month. This is the evening news bulletin on Adoa Television. We're live all across the world on TV and online from digital address GA2262651. Hello there. Good evening. My name is Naa Anyemaa Collison. Thank you for choosing us. Let's move straight to our top stories for the evening. The Attorney General has urged the Tema High Court to refuse the bail application filed by the lead convener of #Fix the Country movement, Mr. Baka Vomavo. Also coming up, Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram constituency, Honorable Sam Nate George, has vowed to protect the independency of the legislative arm of government. This follows the Supreme Court's ruling that the first deputy and the second deputy speakers of Parliament can cast votes even when they are presiding as speakers. In business this evening, the Bank of Ghana has issued a statement of caution to Ghanaians on a cryptocurrency launched recently known as the Freedom Coin. The bank says it has no approval from them. In sports also, Suleiman Tari says coming back to play for Ghana's senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, is not totally ruled out. To stay with us with details of these and many others coming your way, please be my guest. Let's start off first. The Attorney General has urged the Tema High Court to refuse a bail application filed by the lead convener of #Fix the Country movement, Baka Vomavo, since he had filed a cooperative with a police investigation and has fixed no place of abode. The application for the bail was to be heard on Thursday, March 10, 2022, but adjourned as the lawyer for the youth activist said they had just received a document filed by the Attorney General's office. The case will then be heard on Monday, March 14, 2022.
According to Godfred Dame, he has failed to cooperate with police investigations and has no fixed place of abode. Mr. Baka Vomavo, who is said to be unwell, has put in an application for bail through his lawyers. He is facing the charge of treason felony over allegations that he has instigated members of his group to overthrow the government. He has been in the custody of the police since February 11, 2022, when he was arrested at the Kotoka International Airport. Documents filed in opposition to the bill on behalf of the AG spells out challenges investigators have faced so far. The AG says the youth activist has refused to obey a court order requiring that he grants the police access to his mobile phone. A search warrant, which is also said to have been granted police investigators to visit the residence of Mr. Baka Vomavo. The AG says he has failed to show the police any fixed place of abode within Ghana where he resides. Meanwhile, Oliver Mause Baka Vomavo, the convener of the Fix the Country movement, has been rushed to the hospital after being taken ill. Oliver was charged with treason for threatening to stage a coup in the country if the controversial 1.75% e-levy bill is passed by Parliament. However, a statement issued by the Fix the Country movement on March 9 indicated that Oliver complained of general discomfort. Doctors have since come to assess his health and discovered that his blood pressure has shot up. The conveners also said Oliver Barker Vomawo has been experiencing some minor health challenges since his detention in police custody. Oliver has been in police custody since he was charged by the Ashaiman District Court on Monday, February 14, 2022 and remanded. He appeared in court, but on the same day, the judge hearing the matter, Eleanor Barnes, remanded Mr. Vomawo into police custody, pointing out that the nature and severity of the crime meant the court cannot grant bail. She directed that Mr. Barker Vomawo be allowed access to his lawyer and 3 family members from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Since then, Mr. Barker has still been in police custody.
News this evening, former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has described the Supreme Court's ruling on the case of Justice Abdullahi versus the Attorney General as shocking but not surprising. Taken to his Facebook page on Thursday morning, the 2020 presidential candidate for the NDC said the unanimous 7-0 Supreme Court ruling is an unfortunate interpretation for convenience that sets a dangerous precedent for judicial interference in parliamentary procedure in the future. A 7-member panel of the Supreme Court on Wednesday, March 9, 2022, unanimously ruled that a presiding deputy speaker can retain his vote while presiding, and also declared that part of Parliament's standing orders are unconstitutional. This ruling of the Supreme Court has generated many reactions, as the majority in Parliament has also described the ruling as a judicial support for the e-levy. According to the former President Mahama, this ruling is an example of a judiciary getting into the way of Parliament activities in the future, hence hindering the independence of Parliament. This comes after the Supreme Court has ruled that Deputy Speaker of Parliament can be counted, during the formation of a quorum for parliamentary decision-making and participation in voting while presiding on Wednesday, March 9, 2022. A while longer, because Member of Parliament for Nigo Pram constituency, Honorable Sam Nate George, has come under attack once again after he granted an interview in relation to the Supreme Court's ruling that the Deputy Speaker can also cast his vote even when he presides. The Member of Parliament says he will protect the independence of the House against any other external interference, and this did not sit well with social media users after the video went viral. This is a report by my colleague Emmanuel Wilson.
The issue of whether or not a Deputy Speaker of Parliament presiding over parliamentary proceeding can also cast a vote for the formation of a quorum in Parliament sparked a lot of outrage both on the floor and outside Parliament sometime in December of 2020. After first Deputy Speaker of Parliament Joseph Osei-Usu counted himself with a quorum in Parliament that led to the approval of the 2022 budget without the minority. Private legal practitioner Justice Abdullahi filed a case against the Attorney General to interpret Article 102 and 104 of the 1992 Constitution and declared the whole proceedings in Parliament on November 30, 2021 as unconstitutional. However, the Supreme Court has ruled that a Deputy Speaker of Parliament can be counted during a quorum for parliamentary decision-making and participation in voting while presiding. A 7-member panel dismissed the application on Wednesday, March 9, 2022. The Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram, Sam George, has in an interview said Parliament, as an arm of government, is an independent body and therefore will not accept any form of interference from any other arm of government.
They have given their ruling. We have heard. But I believe that there's a reason why our standing orders say that Parliament is the master of his own affairs, and that the procedure in Parliament resides in the bosom of Mr. Speaker. For me, I cannot for the life of me be part of what I would deem an illegality, which would be that the person presiding in the house would take part in a vote he's pretending over. And so I do not know what position my leadership will take or my party will take, but my principled position is one that states that anyone presiding, be it Mr. Speaker or any of his two deputies, has absolutely no business taking part in the vote on the floor of the House. And we will employ every legal means within the parliamentary procedure to ensure that this long time tested practice of Parliament, which is 30 years old this year, will be upheld. Until the Lord Justices decide to start expunging parts of the Constitution, like 1045, for us to see that the application of the law is not skewed and imbalanced. I do not see why anyone who has a conflict of interest should be allowed to vote. Because 1045 says you have a conflict, do not vote. Why did the Lord Justices go silent on the standing orders of Parliament that say that a chairman of a committee does not have a vote? A chairman of a committee in Parliament does not have an original vote. So why are they not saying that that is also a deprivation of his constituents? I mean, we pray the Lord Justices. Their role is to bring clarity, and not rather lead us into confusion and obfuscate what the facts are. The law is clear. We have heard them. They've passed their ruling. But Parliament, we are masters of our own procedure. We will carry out what we believe is right on the floor of the chamber. I'm suggesting that I will protect the independence of Parliament from any interference by any other arm of government. We have stood up to the executive. We will stand up to any other arm that seeks to interfere. Or I will stand up to any other arm of government that seeks to interfere in the work of Parliament. And I can tell you that I am sure most of my colleagues are of like mind, because this is a dangerous slope. Tomorrow, you would have someone go to court, and then the Supreme Court may also rule and say that they are holding someone criminally liable for comments he made on the floor of the House. This is a Pandora's box we would not and should not open. The last time Joe Wise tried to move from his seat to cast the vote, I was polling agent for the NDC. You remember what happened? My position hasn't changed.
You resisted.
Our anthem enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. So when I do my work as a member of Parliament on the floor of the House, they should charge me for treason or contempt or whatever. They should come and charge me. I'm in the chamber. That's why I said to you that we must be careful the door we want to open. So right now, when I carry out my business on the floor, you want to subject me, acting in lawful capacity as a member of Parliament, not outside Parliament, on the floor of the House? You want to subject my actions to the whims and caprices of the judiciary? Let's be careful where we are going in this country. All because of an e-levy.
This has been met with a lot of heat after the said interview went viral. Social media users have thrown shots at the MP, and some of the comments read. A comment from a user known as Francis Osei read, "If a minority wants to dictate to majority, what do you expect?" Another user, Jake Zotra, also said, "I salute you, comrade. You are one of the soldiers of the nation to rescue Ghana from 419 government." Jasper Daniel also added that, "That's one thing I love about you, Jatta, very strong man." Christopher Beko said, "This guy needs some more slappings. You're joking, George. Supreme Court has spoken. If you misbehave in the chamber, the soldiers will return and restore sanity." Chief Justice Anim Yeboah and his panel members are destroying the country, Honey Stanley also added. Mr. Dean Bigio Mohammed said, "Patapa government, but very soon you will cry from your own beatings and chakra." He ends it with a screenshot from the Constitution. Abu Kasim Kobore also added, "Yes, Parliament is the master of its rule, But all the rules made by Parliament must conform with the Constitution, else it's null and void. Nicholas assumed if he is not allowed to vote, it means his constituents were not represented in Parliament. He is there for his constituency and must take part in every decision. David Opong also added a lengthy note saying, "Do you really know the amount of discredit and shame you caused Ghana internationally? And you still got the guts to sit in front of camera to say such things again? Please give us a break. You are tarnishing the image and reputation of Ghana abroad. You should completely feel ashamed of yourself for having boldness to say that you are going to repeat the shameful action again." These are some of the social media reactions users shot at Sam George.
In that report is Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram constituency, Honorable Sam Nate George. The report was filed by my colleague Emmanuel Wilson. Let's do some other stories related to health now. Dr. Kezia Saki, a general practitioner at the Sonotech Diagnostic Center, has urged all and sundry to adhere to the kidney preventive measures to ensure their health state of their kidneys. Her call follows the commemoration of the World Kidney Month observed every March, aimed at bringing awareness to kidney health and encourage people to support kidney diseases research and take steps to keep their own kidney healthy and safety. The theme for this year's celebration is dubbed Kidney Health for All.
1 out of 10 adult people worldwide is said to have chronic kidney disease, and if left untreated, it can be deadly. While early detection allows for disease care and management to help prevent morbidity and mortality and improve cost effectiveness and sustainability, kidney disease-related mortality continues to increase yearly and is projected to be the fifth leading cause of death by 2040. A persistent and ongoing CKD knowledge gap exists, one that is demonstrable at all levels of healthcare. The World Kidney Day Joint Steering Committee has declared 2022 to be the year of kidney health for all, with the specific calls on all of us to work to bridge the knowledge gaps to better kidney care. In view of this celebration, Dr. Kezia Saki, a general practitioner at Sonotech Diagnostic Center, in an exclusive interview with Ms. Juliana Ijoma on the AM Ghana Morning Show, highlighted the main functions of the kidney.
Your kidneys create urine.
Okay.
Yes. They do that through a complex mechanism of filtering all the fluid that passes through your body. Takes out all the waste and then balances your mineral levels and your water levels so that what you don't need comes out. And then what you need is what stays in your body.
On what a failed kidney is, she said.
So if we say your kidney has failed or your kidney is not working well, it means that function of maintaining a balance between the amount of fluid that is in your body and that is coming out has been affected. Okay. So instead of it coming out, it is staying in your body. And we know that we take in a lot of things and we create a lot of waste, which comes out through the urine. So the kidney has a major role in your body, and once that role is not being played, it means all that waste is staying in your body and it's going to give you problems.
On the diseases that comes pursuant to the failure of the kidney, she stated that the major problem Ghana and the world at large is facing is diabetes and hypertension, and the reasons she again stated are
come directly from the kidney, and they're diseases that are systemic, that have an effect on the kidney. Now we realize that for chronic kidney disease, so when we say chronic kidney disease, it is having a kidney disease, all right, that has progressed over 3 months, so more than 3 months. Basically, a period more than 3 months where your kidneys are not functioning optimally. Then we say you have chronic kidney disease. Now we have a lot of problems that can just be from the kidney. But in Ghana, the main problem we are facing, in fact, globally, the main problem we are facing is diabetes and hypertension. Why? Because diabetes directly has an effect on the kidney.
Okay.
Hypertension also has an effect on the kidney. Now, I know we speak a lot about diabetes. Now, we speak a lot about diabetes and hypertension.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about the complications, which includes the effects on the kidney. And that is the major problem a lot of people are facing now.
She, however, lamented over the choices some people make in going in for herbal treatment.
Now, for the herbal drugs that we take, a lot of them, we don't know what they're made of. Even though some herbs are good, some are also toxic to the body. And they cause injury to the kidney because the kidney has to take them out.
Okay.
So every time you take in those medications, you're injuring your kidney. Over a long period of time, now the kidney is not able to restore itself well, and scarring develops, and then you also end up having kidney disease.
The 2022 kidney campaign is focused on efforts to increase education and awareness about kidney health and on reducing the stubbornly high CKD knowledge gap at all levels of kidney care. Dr. Saki urged all and sundry to endeavor to adhere to kidney preventive measures to ensure the health states of their kidney.
Stages. We clinically stage the disease. If you are in stage 1, stage 2, in fact, before you get there are things you can do to prevent kidney disease. So water was one of the things. Eating enough fruits and vegetables because they all contain good antitoxins.
All right.
Yeah, and nutrients that help to clean out the kidneys. So fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, and then reducing alcohol intake because alcohol damages the kidneys.
Okay.
And smoking. Alcohol smoking puts you at high risk of kidney disease. Then when you have diabetes, hypertension, it means you have to be on the lookout for kidney disease. So someone with hypertension or diabetes, you need to take your medication regularly.
Okay.
And then you need to do the regular checks, the kidney function test, to make sure that it is not getting, you're not getting kidney disease, or even if you have an initial stage, it's not getting worse.
Away from health because the Apieti Support Fund on March 9, 2022 has received a donation of 200,000 Ghana cedis from Stanbic Bank, Ghana, as their contribution to the support of the people of Apieti and the reconstruction of the green, suitable and model community promised by government. Head of Brands and Marketing at Stanbic Bank, Ghana, Mr. Mauku Afiezinu, in his remarks, clarified that the 100,000 Ghana cedis of their donation is to support the fund with regards to the reconstruction of the community, while the other 100,000 Ghana cedis will be channeled into a STEM education project for girls in Yapinti named and also teamed Breaking the Bias.
The Apiachi Support Fund has on 9th March 2022 received a donation of 200,000 Ghana cedis from Stanbic Bank Ghana as their contribution to support the people of Apiachi and the reconstruction of the green, sustainable and model community promised by the government. The head of Brands and Marketing at Stanbic Bank Ghana, Mr. Mauku Fienju, in his remarks clarified that 100,000 Ghana cedis of their donation is to support the fund with regards to the reconstruction of the community, while the other 100,000 cedis will be channeled into a STEM education project for girls in Apiachi themed Breaking the Bias. He explained that this project is to ensure that the girl child, specifically those in Apiachi, are given a chance to proper education in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, with all barriers broken from them to explore and flourish. He applauded the committee for a remarkable role they play in soliciting funds for this worthy cause, saying that they hope their contribution complements the efforts of government to get Apiachi back on its feet, and called on other institutions to emulate. The chairman of the support fund, Reverend Dr. Joyce Rosinda Ayi, In her thank you message to the delegation, applauded them for the STEM Education for Girls project, describing it as a very pertinent move that will help the people of Apiache. The STEM education is very important and key, and I am sure the Minister for Education will be happy about this initiative. Thank you for such a generous thought. Addressing the media, she stressed that the monies collected are being invested while they wait for the commencement of the reconstruction project. She said, quote, "The media should note that the money taken is an investment account and not a savings account, and we are continuing this until we are ready to start building." Mr. Suleiman Akoni, member of the Apiache Support Fund Committee and president of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, spoke on behalf of the mining industry, saying that the industry has been pained by the sudden occurrence, but as a resolute team, they are working closely with the Health and Safety Committee to ensure that such an incident does not reoccur. He disclosed that a few companies from the chamber have donated privately towards the recovery process of Apiache community and hope that more companies and individuals will also donate. Dr. Antoinette Dakon, also a member of the Support Fund Committee, added her voice to appreciate Stanbic Bank for their generous donation. She said she was particularly touched by the contribution directed towards STEM education for girls in Apiache.
A report by a committee of inquiry set by the General Legal Council, has established that 10 students were illegally admitted to the Ghana School of Law. This has resulted in calls for investigations. The committee is therefore recommending their withdrawal from the school.
Admission into the only school running the professional law program remains a continuous matter, as every year thousands of students fail the entrance examination. This year, only 790 out of more than 2,000 students who wrote the exam gained admission into the Ghana School of Law. Some 499 others who had insisted they had passed have since been granted admission following weeks of agitation and legal action. The investigations into alleged unlawful admission commenced following allegations that some students who took the exam last year who would not have been admitted were admitted nonetheless. The council also directed that then AG Director of the Ghana School of Law, Masol Pokwajimai, the registrar and the deputy registrar should be subjected to disciplinary proceedings. Council decided that the 10 students who were identified in the Committee of Inquiry's report as having been admitted illegally by the then acting director, Maswal Opokwajimai, should be withdrawn immediately from the Ghana School of Law. The secretary to the General Legal Council was to convey this decision to the student. Council constituted a 3-member disciplinary committee made of Amwako Afoko, Kweku Jaobafo, and Professor Raymond Natuguba to subject the then AG Director of the Ghana School of Law, Masolo Pokwajimai, the registrar and the deputy registrar to disciplinary proceedings.
Just join us. You are watching the evening news bulletin on Adoa television with me, Naa Anyemaa Collison. We are going for a quick breather. We'll be back with more stories. Please don't go away.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African print and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Hi, welcome to Sonotech Lab. We work on a wide range of samples, blood, body fluids, and even samples like stool. We work with updated methods and sophisticated equipment just to bring you the most accurate results in the best time possible.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
Mensa today made a statement in Parliament in the observance of the World Kidney Day, a global campaign that aims to raise awareness on the importance of kidney to overall health and reduce the frequency and impact of kidney diseases and its associated healthy problems. Speaking on the floor of the House, the legislator highlighted some key challenges associated with kidney health delivery in Ghana and called for mitigation for the associated problems.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to deliver a statement as the entire world celebrates the World Kidney Day today, 10th March 2022. Mr. Speaker, every year the World Kidney Day is celebrated globally to raise awareness of the importance of our kidneys to the overall health and to reduce the frequency and impact of kidney disease and its associated health problems worldwide. The celebration of the World Kidney Day started in 2006 with the theme, Are Your Kidneys Okay? The theme for this year's celebration is Kidney Health for All, Bridge the Gap to Better Kidney Care. Mr. Speaker, the functions of the kidneys cannot be overestimated. The kidneys primarily remove toxins and waste products from the blood, which are further removed from the body through the formation of urine. The other functions of the kidneys include controlling blood pressure, activating vitamin D from the sun in the body, controlling water balance, controlling acid-base balance, and producing a hormone called erythropoietin, which plays a key role in the formation of blood cells in the body. Mr. Speaker, as the entire world celebrates World Kidney Day, let me take this opportunity to highlight some of the challenges the country is facing in the effective treatment and prevention of kidney disease in Ghana. 1. High cost of dialysis. Mr. Speaker, the cost of treating a person with kidney disease is very expensive. As I mentioned earlier, people who have kidney failure will have to undergo dialysis to survive. However, the high cost of dialysis has led to the premature death of many people who could not afford to pay. 2. High cost of kidney transplants. The expensive nature of kidney transplants in Ghana serves as a hindrance to many who may be willing to have the treatment. Currently, a person with kidney failure needs more than 120,000 Ghana cedis before kidney transplant can be done. For this reason, many of them always travel to India for kidney transplant because it is relatively cheaper there. In addition, the current long-winding legislature around organ transplant is the reason why very few kidney transplant cases have been done in Ghana. In fact, since 2009 till date, no kidney transplant has been done in Ghana, partly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 2. High cost of kidney transplants. The expensive nature of kidney transplants in Ghana serves as a hindrance to many who may be willing to have the treatment. Currently, a person with kidney failure needs more than 120,000 Ghana cedis before kidney transplant can be done. For this reason, many of them always travel to India for kidney transplant because it is relatively cheaper there. In addition, the current long-winding legislature around organ transplant is the reason why very few kidney transplant cases have been done in Ghana. In fact, since 2009 till date, no kidney transplant has been done in Ghana, partly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 3. Limited access to dialysis. Hemodialysis is the most common form of dialysis in Ghana. This type of dialysis is done using a dialysis machine to filter the blood. It is sad to know that majority of the regions in Ghana do not have dialysis centers and machines. This limited access to dialysis treatment in Ghana has led to premature death among people with chronic kidney disease. In 2016, the number of dialysis centers in Ghana were 15, with 103 dialysis machines serving over 30 million people. Out of the 103 machines, 65 machines representing 63% were located in Greater Accra only. 4. Uncontrolled advertisement and sale of certain herbal concoctions. The proliferation of herbal medical centers and their advertisement on our main and social media platforms need to be monitored by the Food and Drugs Authority. In concluding, Mr. Speaker, the country should pay much attention to kidney disease since many of our citizens are suffering from it. Government should take steps to include dialysis on the list of treatments covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. Just like Kenya, government through the NHIS should be encouraged to pay for 2 sessions of dialysis for citizens who need dialysis. Private individuals and corporate Ghana should also be encouraged to support the cause of kidney disease in Ghana. 2. A fund to support kidney transplantation in Ghana should be established by government to raise funds towards supporting people who have donors but do not have the money to pay for the surgery. A conscious effort should be made towards increasing the number of dialysis centers and dialysis machines in Ghana. Government and the private sector should collaborate so that dialysis centers can be established in all districts and regional hospitals in Ghana. The Food and Drugs Authority should monitor and control the herbal medicine sector in the country. The Center for Research into Plant Medicine should also support the herbal medicine sector to get rid of herbal medicines that are detrimental to our kidneys. Government should continue to fight and win the war against illegal mining in the country. A successful fight against galamsey will not only save our environment, but also prevent kidney disease among the population.
Stay a while in the guest house because Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Mavis Awakumsin, has assured Ghanaians and all stakeholders in the fishery sectors that her ministry is putting in measures to detect real-time vessels that engage in illegal fishing activities. Answering questions on the floor, the minister indicated that the ministry has deployed 2 mechanisms to combat illegal mining: the Vessel Monitoring System, VMS, and the Automatic Identification System, AIS, to monitor illegal fishing and also detect unlicensed vessels.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the only foreign flag vessels that fish in Ghana are those who come through an access arrangement. In accordance with the fisheries law, it is only the tuna subsector that allows for joint ventures between Ghanaians and foreigners. As part of efforts to combat illegal fishing, the ministry has deployed vessel monitoring system and automatic identification system to detect in real time vessels that engage in illegal fishing activities, especially. vessels without license to fish in Ghanaian waters. Mr. Speaker, what I know is vessels who have infractions have been prosecuted, some have paid, some are still with the court. That is what I know for now. The ministry has an agency under it that is responsible for this. And we also do the VMS through with the FCWC, in collaboration with FCWC in our region. So it isn't even only Ghana that monitors, but the whole of the sub-region. Mr. Speaker, vessel owners who have obtained license from the ministry are Ghanaians, and that is what I know. I don't know of any foreigners or Ghanaian fronting for foreigners. I know Ghanaians have the license and they are fishing. Thank you.
Percent recorded in the first month of this year. The current rate is the highest recorded since the rebasing of the CPI and inflation rate in August 2019, according to data from the Ghana Statistical Service. The 15.7% increase in February 2022 was mainly influenced by housing, water, electricity, gas, transport, as well as food and non-alcoholic beverages.
Every item can only be part of one subclass, and every subclass can only be part of one class. This means that the product classification are mutually exclusive. Consumer Price Index and rate of inflation for the month of February 2022. For the month of February 2022, Consumer Price Index stood at 143 indices relative to 123.6 that was recorded for the same time last year, indicating about a 19.4 indices variation between the index that was recorded for February 2021 relative to the index that is being recorded for February 2022. The culminating variation between the 143 for February 2022 and the 123.6 for February 2021 leads to a year-on-year inflation of 15.7. This literally means that between February 2021 and February 2022, the general price levels have gone up by 15.7%. This increase of 15.7% compares with 13.9 year-on-year inflation that was recorded for the month of January 2022, indicating a 1.8 percentage variation between the year-on-year inflation recorded in January 2022 relative to February 2022. This is the second highest that we've recorded since we rebased our CPI and inflation in August 2019. The highest was recorded during the COVID-19 period between the months of March and April 2020 when the variation was 2.8 percentage points. From a month-on-month perspective, that is between January 2022 and February 2022, prices of goods and services went up by 2.4%. This compares with a month-on-month variation of 2.1% between December 2021 and January 2022. Indicating a 0.3 variation of a month-on-month rate of inflation between December 2021 and January 2022 relative to January 2022 and February 2022. The disaggregation starts with a broad categorization that is from a food and non-food perspective and from a locally produced items and imported items.
In that report is government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnai Nim. Let's do some other stories now. The Bank of Ghana has announced that it has not approved for the use of a cryptocurrency named Freedom Coin in the banking and payment sector. This was contained in a statement issued on Wednesday, March 9, 2022, signed by its Secretary Sandra Thompson. According to the Central Bank, it has come to the attention of the Bank of Ghana that there is an impending launch of a cryptocurrency named Freedom Coin. The public is hereby cautioned that neither the cryptocurrency nor the promoting company has approved from the Bank of Ghana to operate in the banking and payment sector. The statement said the bank has reiterated that cryptocurrencies as such as Bitcoin are not regulated under any laws of Ghana and therefore are not backed by any guarantee or safeguards. Avoid freedom coin transactions. We've not approved it, BOG, to the public. This is according to the Bank of Ghana in line with the notice number BG/Gov/SEC/2018/02 issued on 22nd January 2018, which can be found on the bank's website. The bank has cautioned the general public to exercise caution with respect to cryptocurrency transactions. It has also described and directed all licensed institutions, including banks, specialized deposit-taking institutions, detected with electronic transaction money issuers and payment service providers to refrain from the facility cryptocurrency transaction via their platform or agent outlets. www.adoanewsonline.com/business. We're going on a quick turn. We'll be back with the actions in the world of sports.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
Hi, my name is Matthias Domlan, lead radiographer at Sonotech Medical Center. Together with my colleague radiographers, our role is to produce high-quality digital X-rays, CT scans, MRI scans, and the use of other imaging modalities to assist radiologists and other medical professionals to monitor, diagnose, and treat patient injury or illnesses.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's do the actions in the world of sports, because Hasselhoff midfielder Sule Muntari is not ruling out the possibilities of a Black Star recall ahead of Ghana's World Cup qualifier against Nigeria later this month. With series of impressive performance, many fans and sympathizers are calling for his inclusion in the Adoa's new Blaster squad for the World Cup qualifier against Nigeria.
Sule Muntari, who signed a short-term deal with the Phobians in February, scored his first goal for the club in the 2-1 win over Wafa on Wednesday. The 37-year-old was kicked out of the Black Stars camp back in 2014 during the World Cup, which was hosted in Brazil, and has since not earned a call-up. Muntari was reportedly dismissed after he got physical with a member of staff. When quizzed on a likely return to the Black Stars for the first time since 2014, the former Inter Milan star said,
I don't know. Time will tell, we'll see. The most important thing is House of Folk now. I came in, I got the chance to play for House of Folk. It's a big team here. The guys are amazing, coach, the staff also. So I'm very pleased to be here, and also the fans are making the things right. And yeah, I'm home. So it's just joy to be here.
Hearts on Wednesday ended their run of 4 matches without a win in the league, beating relegation-threatened Wafa 2-1 at the Accra Sports Stadium, with Muntari scoring the winner. Muntari, 37, who recently joined Hearts of Folk, believes the team will be better served if they keep focused on their task rather than concentrate on what's happening with Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
We have to concentrate game by game as we did today. So now we have to go home and rest and then think about the next game that is ahead of us. So Kotoko is ahead, but we need to look at what we do, not what they do. With all due respect to them, they are having a great season. We want to focus on game by game.
He also made a call for other former Black Stars players to join the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, we have few players that want to join the league. So yes, I speak with few of them. I think me coming in, this is not the first time. Bralaye came in, Atram came in, and certain big names came in. But I'm really glad that I'm putting impact on this league, because these kids deserve it a lot. Of course, they are our future. These kids are our future, and we need to give them the right platform and the right training for them, so that we can have a long, beautiful Black Stars.
Away from local sports, let's do some stories related to international sports. Roman Abramovich has been sanctioned by the United Kingdom government as part of attempts to crack down wealthy Russians with assets in the country. The Chelsea Football Club owner is one of the 7 Russians who had sanctions placed on them by the ministers on Thursday.
Owner Roman Abramovich has been sanctioned by the UK government, meaning he is now unable to sell the club. Abramovich has had his assets frozen, a prohibition on transactions with UK individuals and businesses, a travel ban, and transport sanctions imposed on him. The sanctions are intended to stop the 55-year-old from making any money in the UK, and this includes Chelsea. An application to the UK government can be made to sell Chelsea in the future, as long as Abramovich does not profit or make any money from the transaction. Last week, Mr. Abramovich announced that he intends to sell Chelsea after almost 20 years of ownership, and pledged net proceeds from the sale will be donated to all victims of the war in Ukraine. In a statement, he said the decision was in the best interest of the club amid Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The sanctions will come into full force before the sale of the football club, which was previously estimated to be worth around £3 billion, is able to take place. Mr. Abramovich would have his assets frozen under the move, will also face prohibition on transactions with UK individuals and businesses, and a travel ban forbidding him to enter the UK. Jets and yachts owned or chartered by Mr. Abramovich have been seized. The outgoing Premiership side owner's net worth is an estimated $9.4 billion, and he is one of the few oligarchs from the 1990s to maintain prominence under Mr. Putin. The UK is the first nation to sanction Mr. Abramovich, who the government has described as a pro-Kremlin oligarch. The other 6 Russian oligarchs who have been sanctioned by the UK government on Thursday are Oleg Deripaska, who has stakes in EN Plus Group, a major extractives and energy company; Igor Sechin, chief executive of Rosneft, a Russian state oil company; Andrei Kostin, chairman of the VTB Bank, the second largest bank in Russia; Alexei Miller, CEO of energy company Gazprom; Nikolai Tokarev, president of the Russia state-owned pipeline company Transneft; Dmitry Lebedev, chairman of the board of directors of Bank Rossiya, widely considered to be the Kremlin's private bank. The 7 latest individuals to be sanctioned have a collective net worth of around £15 billion. The government has now sanctioned over 200 individuals and entities. Meanwhile, Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries acknowledged the decision would have an impact on Chelsea Football Club, but said a special license would enable it to continue operating. However, according to Mrs. Dorries, the license for continued operation is very narrow. Chelsea fixtures will be fulfilled. Only people who already have tickets to upcoming matches at Stamford Bridge can attend. Contracted staff and players will continue to be paid. Mr. Abramovich cannot profit from the sale of this club. No new players can be signed. A statement issued by the government confirming the latest sanctions said the license published will allow Chelsea to continue playing football matches and other football-related activities, which will in turn protect the Premier League, the wider pyramid, loyal fans and other clubs. It adds that the license will be kept under constant review.
This will be our package for today's edition of the Evening News Bulletin on Adoa Television. Just before we go, let's take our headlines again. The Attorney General has urged the Tema High Court to refuse the bill application filed by the lead convener of the hashtag Fix the Country movement, Baka Vomavo. We also told you that the Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram constituency, Honorable Sam Nate George, has vowed to protect the independency of the legislative arm of government. This follows the Supreme Court's ruling that the Deputy Speakers of Parliament can cast votes even when they are presiding as speakers. In business this evening, the Bank of Ghana has issued a statement of caution to Ghanaians on a cryptocurrency launched recently known as the Freedom Coin. The bank says it has not approved any of them. In sports also, Suleiman Tari says coming back to play for Ghana's senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, is not totally ruled out. We'll bring you updates of these stories and many others in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, you can visit our website www.adwanewsonline.com for more news. My name is Naa Anyemaa Collison. Please, as always, stay safe. Good evening.